It's okay.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good moment, wherever you're coming in from. Welcoming everybody as they come in. Lots and lots of beautiful faces. Hi, Brett. Nice to see you. Hi, Belle. Hi, Anya. Hi, Katie. Hi, May. So good to see everybody. Hi, Shifra. I don't see your face yet, but I see you there. So hello to you, Shifra. Hello, Raven. Hello, Nehemiah. Nice to see everybody coming in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the global healing call that we have every week. And this is always based on this beautiful book right here. It's a wonderful book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer by our beautiful Dr. Clint Rogers. And that's why we meet every week. And today is July 19th, 2026, the global healing call. And welcome to everybody as you're coming in. We have a beautiful, inspiring program for everybody today, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. While we're waiting for more people to come in, I thought I'd call on a couple people randomly and just share for a moment. How are things going with you? And if you don't want to share, it's okay. So, Belle, how are things going lately for you? What's going on? Share a little bit if you'd like to.
Well, I am about 2 weeks and a day away from having my right hip replaced. And that's what's going on for me because just getting in preparation for that, it seems like all the sensations that have been reeking through my body have just exacerbated for the last couple of weeks, saying, I know you're going to be taking care of me. So I just ask, I do have this week an appointment with the hematologist, and so I have to get written permission to go off blood thinner for
Oh,
these those days.
right.
And so that's my seemingly last hurdle. And also putting together caregiving, I'm not very good at asking for help, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this,
Well,
asking for help.
let's all send Belle some energy to help
Thank
her
you.
healing process. We're
Thank you.
sending lots and lots of healing energy, Belle. We love you and we're with you.
We love you,
Thank you.
Belle.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, welcome more as more people come in. Beverly, would you like to take a moment and share and how are things going with you in life these days?
Things are going good. Yes, I've had a rough week, but it I'm here this morning.
And we're happy, very happy you're here.
Oh,
Hmm.
thank you.
As I
Thank
mentioned,
you.
we have a beautiful, inspiring program for everybody today to lift your hearts and your spirits.
Thank you.
So we're going to be talking today about manifesting your reality. And we'll get into that a little bit later. We have a beautiful slideshow to show you that addresses that. You know, what is it? Where does it come from? How do you create it in your life? For now, we just again, this is our global healing call. We have it every week, and it's based on our book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. And first, we're going to show the disclaimer. Can you do that, Cornelia? Are you ready for that? Not quite ready?
Not quite yet. The Facebook gives me a bit of trouble to
Okay,
cross
no
to.
problem.
So
We'll have some more people share. Esther, whoops, here we go. No, not yet. We could do a little more sharing until you're ready, Cornelia. Let me know.
I could share.
Please do.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shifra, and I would say I've been working and taking care of cats at two different homes and also doing some care for an elder person. And so it's challenging because I actually do a lot of work, but it's a little different when I'm doing work for pay. And So I'm kind of I'm uh,
Good for
trying to
you. We just want to mention, we
navigate.
need to keep it short, please.
Yeah, keep it
Okay,
short. Yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on for me, trying to enjoy the weather and maintain relationships in a good way, and and so on. That's
all
pretty
right,
much
thank
what's
you.
going on. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, Shifra. So here's the disclaimer. As it says on top, I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you, and love will teach you. And that's at the beginning of the book as well. And that's pretty much what we live by. And we're welcoming you to the Global Miracle Call. And just to let you know that this is all for informational, inspirational purposes only. And it's not intended to diagnose, treat, or any medical, physical, psychological, emotional condition. If you have any such thing, please consult your healthcare provider. We're just here to inspire one another. Okay, Cornelia, that's fine. And now we're going to give some announcements. And that's going to be by other.
Yeah, I will go
Okay, go
and do
ahead.
the announcements. And the first announcement that we have is about the silent retreat that is coming back. It was very successful. And in June, when we did it, okay. So here we, give me 1 second here. Okay. And so coming home to your soul is again the topic, and we will have that on the 22nd of August. And that is actually the day. And we have again a preparation call in the week before. And so on that would be then on the 18th. And then around that time as well, we will start on the 23rd, the 7-day delicious detox, as well as the 30-day delicious detox. And so we have again 2 detoxes that we are starting, and particularly for the people who want to do the 30-day detox and want to use supplements, we recommend that you sign up by the latest the 2nd of August. So there's enough time for you to receive the supplements because they need to be sent to you, and it takes a moment for that to happen. So we have then, it starts on the 23rd, both the 7 and the 30 days, and we also will have then before that an information call, as we always have, and that will, whoever signs up will get then the information on that one. And whoever has already opened the new newsletter, you might have noticed that the newsletter is much shorter now. And all the links that used to be in the newsletter are now all on Dr. Clint's link tree, the site. And you can then just go through all of that. So instead of having them all in the newsletter, when you click on that link, they are all there. And then you can pick whatever you are interested in. And we will then in the future only highlight the ones that are really new. Like this week, we have the new announcements for the silent retreat, the 7-day detox, and the 30-day detox. And that's the only ones that are featured. So that's it for announcement. And then we also have this week a home remedy and the newsletter. And that this week is actually the parasites. And because there's a lot going on at the moment, particularly in the United States, where a lot of people are actually suffering from parasites, obviously caused through what I read in the news, salad. And here that, is it possible for you, Rodel, to zoom in a little bit onto that page? Yeah, perfect. So at the top, as you can see, there are certain foods that you can actually use, like garlic and pumpkin seeds, or papaya is very good, cloves, ginger, turmeric. And all of those, they have actually anti-parasitical features. So when you actually take them, they might help to bring them out. But then if you scroll down, please. Rodal, yeah, there is actually also remedies that you can actually use, and you are mixing equal amounts of carom seeds with jaggery. And once you have mixed that, you take a teaspoon of that, and you put that into castor oil and mix that, and you take that in the evening. That's a protocol that you should take for at least 6 weeks in order to get rid of the parasites. So whoever needs that, we decided that would be a good remedy to share this week, as some people definitely are dealing with that at the moment. Okay, that is what I have to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Cornelia. And something I forgot to do as people were coming in is to ask you if to put in the chat where you're from. And if you're new, please put into the chat that you're new so we could welcome you. So you can still do that if you like. Okay, so as I mentioned, our theme this week is manifesting your reality. And the quote I chose from the book aligns with that. So can we bring up the quote, please? Focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. And that's a Dr. Naram quote from the Ancient Secrets book on page 132. And in the video slideshow I'll be showing a little bit later, we're going to definitely address that point right there, because it's an extremely important point about always knowing what you do want and don't focus on what you don't want. That manifestation comes from knowing what you want and focusing only on that. And we're going to be talking about that later. Okay, we're going to move from our head to our heart now with a beautiful, beautiful meditation with Deva Premal, Mitten, and Manus. And we've done this before. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous mantra, the Gayatri mantra. So you could bring that up, please. And we're just going to close our eyes. If you want, you can actually keep your eyes open because it's a beautiful video. So we're going to meditate for maybe 3 to 5 minutes with your eyes closed, or you could watch the video. Here we go. There's no sound, Cornelia.
Yeah.
So just either open your eyes and watch this beautiful happening here, or you can just close your eyes and focus on the beautiful music. Just take a deep breath and relax. Relax into this. That is so beautiful. I love the Gayatri Mantra. I have been listening and watching Deborah Pramala Mitten and Manu since about 2009, and I actually saw them in concert in 2012. And this is one of my favorite pieces. I even listened to them in my car. I have a DVD, a CD. So I hope you enjoyed that little meditation with them. So as I mentioned, the theme of today is manifesting your reality. What is it? Where does it come from? And how do we create it in our lives? So to kick us off with that, and then we'll have some sharing about it, is a video slideshow that I did. And we're going to bring that up. So if we can get that going, Cornelia, that would be great. Manifesting your reality. What is manifestation? Where does it come from? How do we create it in our lives? These are the things we're going to explore in this video presentation, with explanations, practical examples, and always with the intent to inspire you to be the conscious creator of your own life. What is manifestation? Manifestation begins within. Before anything appears in the world around us, it first exists as a possibility within our consciousness. When our vision, thoughts, feelings, and actions become aligned, those possibilities begin unfolding into reality. Every meaningful creation begins as an inner vision, then gradually unfolds into reality. Where does it come from? It comes from where personal consciousness meets universal consciousness. Before the first brushstroke, the masterpiece exists within the artist's imagination. Every meaningful creation begins with an inner vision, held clearly within our personal consciousness. Yet our imagination alone is only part of the creative process. As we become quiet, receptive, and clear, our personal consciousness begins to align with infinite field of possibilities within universal consciousness. Manifestation unfolds through this partnership. What we envision with clarity, feel with knowingness, and nurture with conscious intention begins to move from possibility into lived experience. How do we create it in our lives? Creation begins with conscious living. Manifestation is not something reserved for a special moment. It is a way of living. Each day, our consciousness influences what we notice, how we respond, the choices we make, and the actions we take. When we become more conscious of how we live, we begin participating more intentionally in the reality we are creating. What do I want? We are all familiar with that question. Manifestation begins with clarity. Every manifestation begins by becoming crystal clear about what you truly want. Many people unknowingly focus on what they don't want. I don't want to be unhealthy. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be overweight. Instead, focus your attention on what you do want. I am radiantly healthy. I am abundantly prosperous. I am my ideal weight. Don't simply think these words. See them. Actually feel them. Know them to be true. Experience your desired reality as though it has already happened, not someday in the future, but right now. Where we consistently place our attention and feelings influences the direction of our lives. And as you could see, he's looking at his vision board. He's creating images, whether you draw them or take them from a magazine, put them on your vision board and focus on them. It helps to create the reality that you want in your life. And it can't just happen once. You need to be consistent in this practice. And then you can manifest the things you want in your life. And I know this to be true from my personal experiences. The What Do I Want Marma. Ancient Siddha Veda teaches a powerful practice known as What Do I Want Marma. By activating this Marma point on the top of the index finger on the right hand, on the nail and just behind it, while focusing on what you truly desire, visualizing it as already present and feeling it with deep knowingness, we begin aligning our consciousness with the reality we wish to create. At the conclusion of this video presentation, we will practice this Marma together, and we will create our reality together. Be the creator of your own reality. Now this is extremely important. So we need to listen closely to this and absorb what is here. Words reflect consciousness, so choose your words that actually create. Most of us are not fully aware of the words we use each day, yet our words reflect and reinforce our personal consciousness. If we wish to become conscious creators, we must first become conscious of our language. When we use the word hope, hope says, I wish. When we say, I have faith, faith says, I trust. That's a little stronger than hope. Hope is just a wish. You're not coming from a place of power. You're not creating. Faith, when you say, I have faith in something, it's stronger, but it's not quite yet a creator. When you have knowingness, when you say, I know this will happen, you're still waiting for something to happen. You're not creating in the moment. But creation says, I create. Now you're in a place of creation power. You are creating what you want. You're not waiting for it to happen. Practice replacing words of waiting with words of creation. Instead of, I hope I become healthy, say, I am creating vibrant health in my life. Instead of saying, I hope my business succeeds, say, I create a successful business for myself. Instead of saying, I hope everything works out, say, I create the conditions for success in my life. Speak from the consciousness of creation rather than the consciousness of waiting. Remove the inner obstacles. We all have inner obstacles that get in the way of creating our reality. Release what blocks your creation. As we become clearer about what we wish to create, we also become aware of what may be standing in the way. Things like fear, doubt, resentment, guilt, feelings of unworthiness. These things can quietly block the very reality we are trying to manifest. These inner obstacles are not who we are. They are simply patterns of consciousness that can be recognized, released, and transformed. As we let go of what no longer serves us, we create space for new possibilities to unfold. And remember this important point: it's never too late to become the conscious creator of your reality. How has God divine consciousness, manifesting through you. Manifestation is not only about what we create, but who we become. As we consciously create our lives, something even more profound begins to unfold. We begin allowing God, divine consciousness, to express itself through us. Through greater compassion, greater kindness, greater wisdom, greater service, and greater love, our lives become an expression of something far greater than ourselves. The highest manifestation is allowing divine consciousness to shine through your life. Live as a conscious creator. Every moment is a new beginning. Manifestation is not a one-time event. It becomes a way of living. Choose thoughts that uplift. Speak words that inspire. Take actions that serve. Make choices with intention. Live each moment with awareness. In this way, we consciously co-create a life of purpose, joy, and abundance for ourselves, for others, and for the world. Your life is your greatest expression, so create it with intention. Live it with love. Ancient Secrets, a path of conscious manifestation. Ancient Secrets offers timeless Siddha Veda wisdom that supports the journey of conscious manifestation. Home remedies, herbal remedies, marma, diet, detoxing, and lifestyle, and the ongoing journey of inner transformation. We learn not only to consciously create our outer lives, but also allow God, divine consciousness, to manifest through us. Every step becomes part of the journey. Every day becomes another opportunity to manifest your reality. And we see our Ancient Secrets lineage here with Dr. Naram and his master Baba Ram Das, the ancient wisdom, our secret lineage. Then we see the living wisdom with Dr. Clint and Dr. Naram offering timeless teachings. And this leads us into who we are today, our community, our journey, living the wisdom, represented by this photo of me in Nepal last year, but it's all of us on this journey, living our wisdom. And the final question is, what has Ancient Secrets enabled you to manifest in your life? This is a question we will explore as we do our sharings together. I want to thank you for joining me on this wonderful journey of manifestation. Now it's our time to share with one another. Namaste. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you a sense of manifestation. As promised, the first thing we're going to do now before we get into sharing is practice the what do I want marma. Because it's like it said in the video slideshow, it's so important to know what you want. How can you manifest anything in your reality if you don't know what you want? And we need to focus on what we do want, not what we don't want. So we're going to practice the what do I want marma. You take your pointer finger on your right hand and you use your other hand and you press over the nail on the backside and you put a white frame over your right eye. Now put into that white frame the words, what do I want? And press 6 times on the finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now put into that white frame something you want to manifest. But don't see it in the future. See it as if the creation has already happened. It's here. So see it clearly. It could be an image or words. See it in the white frame and press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now move your finger on the left hand to the middle part of that pointer finger between the 2 knuckles. This is your highest desire of what you want to manifest, the highest priority. It could be something you've already focused on, could be something you haven't yet. Put into that white frame something that you're manifesting, your highest priority of what you want. See it clearly. It's not in the future, it's already here, it's happened, it's now. See it clearly and press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now move to the bottom part of that finger between the bottom 2 knuckles. Now that you've manifested what you want, what is life like? The vision that I always put there is me jumping up, jumping for joy. I've manifested what I wanted. So put whatever works for you into that white frame. Now you've manifested what you want. What's life like now? And press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to lock it in. We take our right arm and go 7 fingers down. So go 4 and then turn it over. And on the 7th finger, that point there, we're going to press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that locks it in. And now we're going to tap ourselves above our heart and say, very good, well done.
Well done. Very good.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to have community share about your experiences, our experiences about manifesting your reality, whatever it might be. And I would like to start out with something I manifested that I didn't want.
If you want me to speak.
Hello, I think somebody needs to mute. So I'm going to start out by sharing something I didn't want that happened just a week ago, and then something that I did want. And then anybody who wants to share, just please put your hand up. So this was just last week. I was about to get on the highway to go somewhere, and I was a little short on time. So as I'm walking to my car, I said to myself, I hope there's no traffic. And see, I just talked about in that video slideshow about using the word hope. That's not a word of creation. Then I corrected myself. I said, no, that's not right. I create that it's smooth sailing on the highway. So I got on the highway and it was almost bumper to bumper traffic. So why did that happen? Because initially I said, I hope there's no traffic. And here's the most important point. It's not the words you say, it's also the feeling and the imagery that goes along with it. When I said, I hope there's no traffic, in that moment, in my mind, I saw traffic. So even though I changed it, when I got on, I had already created my reality. When I got on the highway, there was traffic. Something that I created that I did want was many years ago, I was focusing on selling an online business that I had. I had a web store selling stress relief and relaxation products, and I was at the point of wanting to sell it. So I put on a card, I've done this a lot, drawing on cards about what you want to manifest. It's a great way to manifest, to draw on a card or pull out pictures from a magazine and focus on it. So I focused on this for months, and 4 months later it occurred. It happened. My business sold for pretty close to the amount I put on there. So manifestation doesn't happen immediately, though sometimes it does, like my instance of the traffic, but sometimes it can happen over time. So it's important to stay consistent and keep focusing. So those are a couple stories of mine about manifesting my reality. So if you'd like to share, I think we all have such stories of manifesting our reality in one way or another. So just put your hand up if you'd like to share about your own story. about your own creation. Do we have any takers? Michael Smith.
Rodell has his hand up.
Yeah. Oh, Rodell. Sorry, it was so light against your background. Rodell, please share.
Hi, Luke. So, I think I'd be honored to share something personal before we begin. And the reason I want to share this is because as I reflected on today's theme, manifesting your reality, I realized that what happened to me this week is a powerful example of how our thoughts, beliefs, and daily choices shape the reality we live in. And when we hear manifestation, we often think about achieving our dreams and attracting abundance or creating the future we desire. But I learned that manifestation is also reflected in the way that we treat ourselves every single day. And I don't want to share this for sympathy. I share it because this experience taught me a valuable lesson. And if my story can encourage even one person to take better care of themselves, then it is worth sharing. So over the past several months, life has become incredibly busy for me. Between work, responsibilities, and trying to do my best in everything, I slowly began sacrificing something I thought I could afford to neglect: my health. I convinced myself that I could keep going with very little sleep, and I often skipped meals because I was focused on fasting, believing I could simply push through. From December until now, a span of about 7 months, I lost 17 kilograms, which is about 37.5 pounds. At first, I thought it was a sign of discipline, and I believed my mind was stronger than my body. But this week, my body asked me to pay the price. For months, I had been feeling dizzy whenever I stood up after lying down or sitting for a long time. And I ignored those signs because I was always thinking about the next task that needed to be done. Then, just a few days ago, my body finally gave out. I collapsed. And after seeing a doctor, I learned that I am anemic. Suddenly, everything made sense. The dizziness, the fatigue, the weakness. My body wasn't betraying me. It had actually been speaking to me for months. I was the one who wasn't listening. I'm sharing this today because I realized how closely it connects to our theme, manifesting your reality. And many of us think manifestation is simply about achieving our dreams, attracting abundance, or reaching our goals. But manifestation also includes the reality we create through our daily thoughts, beliefs, and habits. And without realizing it, I was manifesting a life where work came before wellness. I kept telling myself, I'll rest later, I can handle this, I just need to keep going. Eventually, my body believed what my mind kept telling it. But something beautiful happened after that. I reached out for help. I am deeply grateful to my Ancient Secrets family, to Dr. Clint for his understanding, to Cornelia for her guidance, and to Carl for sharing wonderful remedies and practical advice for anemia, stress, and healing. Their kindness remind me that healing is not something we have to do alone. And of course, I'm also grateful to be here with all of you on today's Sunday call. A few days ago, I honestly wasn't sure if I would have the strength to join, but today, by God's grace, with the support and guidance I received, I'm feeling so much better than I did the past few days. And being able to join this call is truly a blessing. But this morning here in the Philippines, I woke up early after getting 7 hours of restful sleep. It may sound simple, but it felt like a gift. I went to the wet market and bought fresh vegetables to make a nourishing soup. I also bought the fresh coconut water, watched the sunrise during a gentle morning walk, and for the rest of the day, I simply allowed myself to rest. And for the first time in a long while, I wasn't manifesting productivity. I was manifesting healing. And I realized that our bodies are always listening, not only to the food we eat, but also the thoughts we repeat, the stress we carry, the expectation we place on ourselves, and the love or neglect we show ourselves every day. Our bodies respond to what we consistently believe. If we constantly tell ourselves, I have no time, our bodies eventually believe there is no time to healing. If we constantly focus on stress, fear, and pressure, our bodies begin to reflect those realities. But if we choose to focus on healing, gratitude, balance, and love, our bodies respond to that as well. So today I'm choosing a different manifestation. I'm choosing health over burnt out. I am choosing balance over busyness. I am choosing to listen before my body has to shout. And as also to Dr. Naram's quote for today is so simple, but for me so profound. Focus on what do you want, not what you don't want. And after listening to Luke's beautiful presentation, I found myself asking, what do I truly want? And so I say to myself, I want a healthy body that allows me to continue serving others. I want balance, not just productivity. I want the wisdom to listen to my body before it has to cry out for help. I want to honor the gift of this life by caring for myself as much as I care for those I serve. I want peace of mind. I want strength and the energy to fulfill my purpose, of course, with joy rather than exhaustion. And today, I no longer focus on how exhausted I have been. Instead, I focus on becoming healthy. I don't focus on what I've lost. I focus on what I can restore. And today, I also choose to manifest healthy, vitality, and gratitude. And perhaps today's invitation is not just to ask, what do I want to manifest? Maybe it's also to ask, what reality am I creating through the choices I make every single day? So, Luke, thank you so much for the beautiful presentation on manifestation. And I really appreciate how you explained the topic in a way that was both inspiring and practical. And the message was very clear, engaging, and encouraging. So I hope my experience reminds all of us that manifestation is not only about charging our future, it's also about honoring the present, especially to our health, to our body that faithfully carries us through life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rodell. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Rodell, in his beautiful example of his own manifestation, proves some very important points. And it's not only the thoughts, you often hear the expression, your thoughts create reality. And that's true, but it's partially true. It's the feelings that are attached to those thoughts that create your reality. And that's what happens. I've also gone through periods of time of ignoring my body because I was so engrossed with work, and my body suffered for it. So I definitely understand where Rodell is coming from with that. So anything we want to manifest in our lives, we have the power to do that. It's our birthright to actually have whatever we want. It really is. But we get caught up, like it said in the video, with all the blocks that get in the way. So many things get in the way. We feel we're too busy. We have to do so many things. I do this all the time. So it's important that we're good to ourselves and manifest what we want through positive thoughts and the beautiful feelings that go along with it.
Hey, Luke, can we send Rodell some love?
I was just going to do that. Thank you so much,
wonderful.
Susan. I was just going to say, let's do that. Let's send Rodell some beautiful, beautiful love. And You know, we thought that he wasn't going to be here today, but when he came on, it was so joyful for us in the pre-show Zoom when he came on. We're so happy you're here, Rodell, and we all love you and we're with you.
Rodell,
Thank
I
you
love
so
you
much,
and I'm with
everyone.
you.
You are a joy to us, Rodell.
Love you, we are with you.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, Linda, you're up.
Hi, everybody. To answer your question, Ancient Secrets has taught me rather, more about confidence in myself. That thing you heard earlier when I was accidentally unmuted, that was one of Babaji's Leelas. I was praying out loud for my guru to help me speak. I have been on a lifelong quest to eliminate all imperfection from my behavior. And as you can tell, that has not worked out in the ways I expected. And I would love to be a TEDx speaker someday, and part of me is saying, wow, that would be a bold move. Seriously, I wonder who would listen to me as a public speaker. Well, confidence in my precious self does the most amazing things for me. And I could be setting a 3-minute timer, so I won't take too much of your precious time and space after all. Who want me to go 1 nanosecond above the 3 minutes? And treating myself as if I were an important person is a lifelong journey for me. I've been learning piano with the help of Monica and Paula for almost a year now, and I am learning more and more about how to love myself. I still am not a perfect person, and I'm going to love myself anyway. And the people who have a problem with me, I always pray for their happiness, because if I waited to be a perfect person or have a perfect speech before I dared share in a public room, well, it would be a very long wait. Do you have 100 years to wait? Probably neither do I. So, what else have I got to say? Thank you, Ancient Secrets, for 4 years of good friendship and good love and good fun. And my journey really continues. Don't stop believing. I am forever yours faithfully. Thanks. Much love, Linda Babaji, Mount Shasta, California.
Thank
Probably
you
a good
so
time for
much.
me to wrap up.
Thank you, Linda. And you are a joy to this community. And it was so nice to see you in Mount Shasta in June. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Linda. You are a beautiful being. Okay, Schiffer, take it away.
Okay. Would it be okay to ask you a question about the Marma
Sure.
that you did? And I wanted to know, and then I did have something to share about manifestation. Is it your highest priority in your life? I'm not sure I understand how it relates to. Maybe you could give me an example, and that would help, because I'm not quite understanding it.
It's just the highest priority of what you want in your life. That's it. It's that simple. It's your highest priority of what you want to create.
So this might be, let's say, I want to have good digestion. I'm just making it up. And the highest priority might be I want to live with integrity. Is that what it is?
It's whatever it means to you. It's personal.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Okay. Got it. Okay. No need to complicate it.
May I just speak to that? Sometimes when we have a certain goal, you can also ask, what is my highest priority that I need to do right now in order to accomplish that? Because depending on what your goal is, there might be certain steps that you need to take. And by asking what is the highest priority, you might actually ask for what is my next step that I need to take. So it
Oh, okay.
depends.
Okay. Yeah,
If
I
that
just
helps.
didn't understand it. No, that really does help, Cornelia. And I would say, as an example of manifesting what I want, sometimes it feels conscious, and sometimes it's like in the moment. Like yesterday, for example, I was coming into my friend's house where I'm cat sitting, and there was a woman in the hallway that I had never met before. And I'm not even sure that, I think she speaks a different language. She did speak a different language. And I just came up to her, and I smiled at her and I said hello. And then I took out this instrument that I have, and I also had just bought a harmonica. Sometimes you have to listen to a little prompting. It was something prompted me to go into the store to get a harmonica, and I did. And what ended up happening was, I mean, one of the things I want most in my life is to inspire people, and is to travel the world, and wherever I go, do poetry, music, story, etc., to uplift and liberate and inspire and kind of break the chains and bring people together. And so the next thing I knew, we had this beautiful encounter. I took out the instrument, and then I took out the harmonica and I handed it to her, and she just started, she she grabbed the instrument and she's saying hallelujah, hallelujah. And I'm playing the harmonica. And it was just the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience with almost no language between us. And that was an example, or when I see young people, I will ask them sometimes if they would, I'll talk to them and do a poem with them. And so that is that I would say is what I manifested yesterday. Thank you.
I see Sue has her hand up. Thanks for waiting, Sue.
Of course. I think I'm already unmuted. Well, when you asked Luke for a time of a manifestation, I thought immediately this came into my mind, and it happened quite some time ago, and it was actually before my involvement with Ancient Secrets, but it was very profound in the way that it happened, and it was a time when it changed some of my was it gave me a lot of hope. So it was about 40 years ago, and my niece was about 16, and she was living with her mom. My brother and her mom were separated, and they weren't getting along at all. And she was starting to go out and live in empty buildings and do crazy stuff that happens when you get desperate. And so I am her godmother. And I thought, I was in graduate school, and I was doing what graduate students do, barely getting by financially. And yet the only thing I could think of was maybe she could go and spend some time in a school where they would feed her and she would have a place to stay. Maybe she could do a high school away from home just for some time while she could recover. And of course, that was my dream. And how could that possibly be? I couldn't send her $5,000, but that's where the manifestation came in. So I decided that I went to the library. Back then, that's what you did. And I looked up grants that you could apply for. And of all crazy things, I looked for grants for individuals. But anyway, the Bank of America said, we give grants for these things and rarely for an individual. But that was the one I found that said individuals. So I wrote to the Bank of America and I made a case for my niece. And I just said, I wrote a good letter. And I heard back from the Bank of America, which I was thrilled because I was very worried about my niece and living in these buildings. And I got a certain amount of money, I think $4,000 or something, which is a lot anytime, but it allowed her, it was then going to give her a chance to live out of her home and recover from this relationship with her mom. And then I could continue in school. But because I don't know, I didn't think of the other associated expenses. So she could go to the school, but there were other expenses. And this part is kind of beautiful. So not this part. The next part was just, well, how can I get some more money for her if she needs another $1,200 for expenses? I didn't put that in there. I can't just add on to this grant. So I called some churches and put an ad in their Sunday bulletin, and I got some money, but that wasn't going to work. So then I was living in Palo Alto at the time. So I wrote a letter to Hewlett at the time, that was long ago. And I wrote a letter to Packard, Hewlett Packard, two individuals that started a business in their garage. And one of them, and I wish I could remember what, I think it was Packard, didn't respond. And then Hewlett's office called me and said, how much do we make the check out for?
Wow, that's amazing.
And so I then had all the money that was needed for my niece to go to a school that no chance in her life she could afford, but she would be safe, and she would have clothing, I mean, not clothing, but she'd have lodging, and she'd be fed. And the guy from B of A, he was wonderful. And so I was just watching goodness before my eyes, and my niece was safe, and never again did this craziness of living in empty buildings, and that was just not going to go anyplace good. So, and that changed. Well, it gave me, it's really what you're talking about. It was, I had to have a way to get her money, and it had to be out of the goodness of someone who could afford it. And I just didn't have the means. I had no way. So I think it reminds me of some of the stuff that has happened in Nepal, from nothing to a vision of providing for people. And these good folks came forward. But I do know it was because I believed it that I persisted at making the calls. And well, actually it was letters. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because it was very life-changing for me. I felt like, oh my God, the goodness of the world is shining on my niece, and I had a part in believing it could happen, and it did. So that's my story to share.
Thank you, Sue. I have a question. So you talked about the doings. What do you feel was going on with your thoughts and your feelings to make that
Sorry,
happen?
that's important.
Your
So
thoughts and your
before I knew,
feelings.
yeah. Before I knew anything about this, there was a thing, psychocybernetics. I don't know who knows that, but how that works is you write something as if it's already happened, and you write it every single day. You don't put any what you want that's not happened. You put it as if it's already happened. So every day I would write, I have found the money for my niece, and I had no money. I would write it not once, but I think that the prescription is 10 times. And I did that, and I continued to do that. And then I got money, and then I continued to write, I have found more money for my niece, as if it had already happened. I should have started there.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, that's what you're asking. So,
Yes.
and in my mind, I was imagining just where am I going to look? Who else, where else does it make sense? And then that's what happened.
Seeing it clearly makes it happen. For years, I have drawn pictures of what I want to manifest
I
on
love that.
cards. Here's an example. This is something we're manifesting abundance. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's a little cartoon figure with $100 bills and gold coins raining down on him, and focusing on that every day. Whatever you want, when you create an image of something you want and focusing on it, it really helps in manifestation. Thank you very
Yeah,
much, Sue.
it
Great
helps.
story.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
story. Christine, you're next. I know it's at the top of the hour, but we have time for a couple more. Christine.
Thank you, Luke. Yes, thank you everybody for what you're sharing. It's very beautiful. And I will come back and listen again. Yes, what I would like to share is something that sounds a bit, I don't know how, it's kind of a little bit counter in a sense, to the current of the conversation, the discussions. But firstly, with Rodell, please look after yourself, my dear one, because I didn't. And I've had a lot of health problems in recent years, and it does catch up with you. And when you're older and it's caught up with you, it's very, very difficult. It's quite challenging to get yourself well again. So I've had several years now, the past 2 or 3 years, there's a lot of severe health challenges which have been extremely tough. And then I came to Ancient Secrets and I've received some wonderful help. I've read the book. I'm working with an Ayurvedic doctor who's just an angel. And so that's helping me enormously. And of course, what also is helping me is this lovely community. And it struck me very strongly last week with Gary, particularly he said towards the end, there's such a sweetness in the energy here. And I thought, you're absolutely right. And I could tune into that, but actually it's there always. And so my story is that I manifested in my life what I didn't want. I manifested ill health. I manifested a lot of pain, mobility problems, all sorts of stuff that I really didn't want. I came into Ancient Secrets, I read the book, and there's this fundamental question, what do you want? And I couldn't answer it. I didn't know what I wanted to be well, but I didn't feel as if that was the key answer. Of course, I'd love to be well, but there's something deeper. Well, just the other day, I was out walking, and I can walk a little way now, it's fantastic. And I found that I had to stop to cross a road. It's a wide junction, and it takes me quite a long time to cross this junction. And I was with a walking stick, and I waited. I need to wait till I've got plenty of time to cross. And a car stopped for me and stopped in one direction, and another car stopped in another direction. And I crossed, and they were so patient. They'd let me go over. I had plenty of time to cross. Both of the drivers were smiling at me and waving as I crossed the road. And I got to the other side and I thought, what kindness. And then a similar thing happened to me a little bit further down the path. Another gentleman, he drew his car over to the side so that I'd got space to get around. And I thought now of all the times in recent weeks that drivers will stop for me, that shoppers will help me with my shopping. And I suddenly thought, do you know what? I have never in my life received as much kindness as I am receiving now. And then I knew what it was I really wanted. And it came to me by manifesting what I didn't want. So it's a very strange story to tell, but that's my story. That's my offering to you.
Beautiful story, and it really signifies what we're talking about during this hour together. So thank you so much, Christine. Lovely. Yes, next, I think that's Lisa. Is that Lisa? Go ahead, you're up.
Hello. Hi. I just want to tell in brief, I did have an aortic dissection and a stroke, and I could see from my eyes, this eye to right here, and then this eye only could see this much. And I've been meditating this week and just knowing that I meditated twice. And then at times I've been upset because someone came and stole a bunch of stuff of mine, but I just keep letting it go, and then focus on my healing. It's just stuff, whatever. But I just want to tell you that my this eye is my worst eye, and I could see from here to there before. But now, just in a day, from here to there now. So I already improved almost double. And they said I'd never see out of that eye again because it's fried in my brain from the stroke. So I just want to tell you, miracles can happen when you believe and you let the energy feel good in you. Because I let go of some things I got angry about, and I just said, I just let it. Give it to God, like it's fine. And then I just saw myself seen, and I already improved just in 2 days. That's it. And they said I'd never see out of that eye. So I just want to tell you that if I can see out of my whole eye soon, which I believe is going to happen, anything can happen in life. So that's my speech.
Very good, Lisa. Thank you. And that, yes, anything is possible. If you want
Anything.
it, if you want it and you focus on it, we can manifest anything we want. So true. Well, we're going to go into breakout rooms, but first let me mention the challenge of the week. The challenge of the week is to practice every day the what do I want, Marma. And when you do it, practice the way we did it today and see everything not in the future, but it's already here. You've already manifested it. So that's the challenge of the week. And we're going to go into breakout rooms. First, we're going to unmute and do what we always do and put our hands up and say, I love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm
I
with
love you and I'm
with
with
you.
you. I love you and I'm
Love
with
you and I'm
you.
with
I
you.
love
Love
you and
you
I'm
and I'm
with
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 you.
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 I love you and I'm with
I
you.
love you.
Love
And
you and I'm
Love
with
you.
Love you
you.
and I'm with you.
Love you and
I
I'm with
love you and
you.
I'm with you.
Love you and
Love
I'm with
you.
you.
Love you and
Love
I'm
you and
with
I'm
you.
with you.
all.
Love you and I'm
Love
with
you and
you.
I'm with you.
With
Love you and
thank
I'm
you.
with
Love
you.
you and
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
with
you.
you.
Love you and I'm with you.
with you.
It's our picture.